Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get this out of the way real quick. Here we go. Get all my stuff. Happy Sunday. Hey, Warlock. Oh my gosh. Forgive me, guys. I'm tired. Like, my eyes feel like I've been hovering over smoke for a couple of minutes. You ever done that? Like, you ever been at a campfire or something like that, and then you start blinking and you realize like it kind of hurts to blink because your eyes need something. That's what it feels like this morning. The day after, well, technically Megacon is still going on, but this is the day after Megacon for me. But before we get into all that, please feel free to ask me questions. If you weren't there and you had some FOMO, I will try to do my best to help out. I know a lot of people wanted to come and hang out, but if I can answer any questions that you had about the con, happy to do so. But Maria here earlier saying hello, hope to catch a little of the stream. If not, have a great stream with lots of new members and super chats. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Maria. Maria, if you're still there, I got my bookmarker. I did, and I can't wait to use it. I have it. It's so great because Maria on her channel, she will do Thursday streams, and she's been making these bookmarks that look like feathers, and then she'll do this really pretty design in watercolor on the inside of the feather. And she's, of course, done one of my favorites would be dragons. And I received mine in the mail the other day because I won one. And I have actual feather pens, and I put them in this beautiful like ink jar. There's no ink in it, but it's like an ink jar. And I have 2 of them in there. And then I put the bookmarker in there, and I'm like, this is so cool. I need like a collection of Maria's bookmarkers as feathers so I can put them in, like, it's like I'm taking, anyway, I think that's cool. Anyway, Staccato DDS says first to the key. Welcome in. Jabba the Whoop says good morning, everyone. Jonathan Reyes hits us with a good morning. Okay, don't be surprised if my voice goes in and out. I was in pain last night, a good pain. Nevertheless, my throat is sore today. This is not the voice of an angel. Well, maybe the voice of an angel with a smoker's cough. Smoker's cough. Real Stevie, Real Steven TV. Good morning. Doc the Butcher. Dear God. I heard it and then she said turned out to be Godzilla. That's right. That would be me. No, it was bad. Today's okay. I'm still sore, but last night was terrible. Like, by the time of it, I'm like talking to people. I had to yell so loud. Yes, I do have my elixir. And Ron, Miss Stars, did I say that right? I was gifted this member. Wonderful. Welcome in, sir. Well, and then we are live over on Kick. And I see Chris the Geek. I can't highlight you guys. Chris the Geek says, good morning. Ter Crystal's here. My non-ex, Arudai, says, hello. It was so good to see you. Yeah, I know, right? We don't get to see each other, but like on streams. And I kept telling Arudai, I'm like, drink some water, man. You looked cute in your Hello Kitty shirt and new backpack. What did I miss out on? I was there all night. What did I miss out on? Staccato DDS. Oh my girl. Hits us with a $9.99 super chat. What was the highlight of Megacon for you? And who did you meet for the first time? Wow. Who did I meet for the History Racer Button? I got to meet History Racer Button in person for the first time. As well, guys, if I met you, like if you're here watching and I met you and I don't mention your name, I'm a little fuzzy now. I don't drink, but I imagine that hangovers leave you fuzzy, and so I had like a Megacon hangover. There was so much that happened. I don't recall everything. I got to meet Wicked Virtue. in person, and I got to send her a message from our one and only lovely untamed Mando. I told Wicked Virtue, I said, Mando wanted me to give you a hug and say hello, although I don't know you that well, so I'm just going to pass on information. Do with it what you will. I got to meet Critical Drinker. I'd met him last year, but it was really brief. Like, it was just kind of like in passing. He had no idea who I was. Probably still doesn't. But I got to meet Critical Drinker. Then I met a lot of you guys for the first time, who are the wonderful people that are my chat. And guys, some of you I met at the club last night, which is a sentence I never thought I would ever say in my life, because I tend to clubbing. And some of you guys told me your names and who you are in the chat. And I'm really tired right now, so if I get emotional, it's just I feel bad, because some of you introduced yourself and I really tried to listen and hear what you were saying, but it was so loud and I'm so tired. I might not remember that I met you, and that's terrible. I did get to meet Horny Elf in person, and sometimes, so for people like me, introverts like me, and overprocessors, overthinkers, it takes a couple of days to remember what all happened, because I was like overstimulated. I got to meet Chrysanth for the first time in person. Love her. She is one of my new favorite people on the internet. She is my kind of people. We were both wallflowers and proud of it. We had a great time. I got to meet Moss in person, and I didn't get to say goodbye, and that makes my heart sad. I did not get my hair done. I immediately after I came home last night, I took a shower because I felt gross. It was hot. It was really hot. We maxed out the place to capacity from what I was told. So much so that they had to shut the door, and they were only letting certain people in and out. Like, even if you had the wristband or whatever like that allowed you access, they were being very careful with whom they were letting back into the building, because it was maxed out. Like, we packed the house. Wicked, be still my heart. I know, she's lovely. She's lovely. Next year. Sounds like a promise. Don't make promises you can't keep. Next year, Stephen TV. Tommy Doyle, welcome. Thank you so much, sir. The Moon Skull stream was wild. Could you guys even hear me? Can you understand why my voice is shot this morning? Like, could you guys even hear me? Like, Sevi was awesome, and we were just trying to have fun. Let me see. Morning on the kick side. It was great to meet. Yeah. Also, hi, Aruda. You look smashing in your new back purse. What did I miss? Tabitha, she should be sleeping instead of streaming. Sleeps for when you're dead. 2 wallflowers needed to fix. Hey, we took care of ourselves, okay? If I remember correctly, I was taking care of you. That's right. That's what I remember. I could be wrong. I'm tired. Send you a picture of Aruda, his Hello Kitty Kermit back. Oh, I'm going to have to check it out, Warlock. This is going to be great. Well, I just got back home a short bit ago. I got to catch a few more Z's. History, I get it. Again, if you have any questions, but while we're doing that, I got my coloring. All right, Tabitha, don't get too excited. I got my coloring book in the mail. I have to be careful. I need this. I got my coloring book in the mail. Look. Look, 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 look. Not only that, look. It says my name on the back. That would be me. Right there. Right there. On a Ripaverse product. Ripasend product. Dreaming Tabitha. That's me. That's it. That's the stream. Let me open this up here. And yeah, so this is I got my coloring book in the mail. I'm not going to show you everything because I don't want to spoil it for those who got it and have yet to get theirs. But I thought it would be really fun. And I'll show you the first page. My name is Green. Will you help me show Fortuna the colors are? It's got all kinds of little fun things in there, but we're going to focus on this page today. And there's even journaling pages like I had said there would be. But we did this, I have this Mandela one, and I'm going to test it out today what kind of paper we're dealing with. I'm going to be working with my markers, which, by the way, you guys are amazing. A lot of you have purchased from my wish list on Amazon and bought me markers. And I'm telling you, again, this is not the day to stream, I don't think. Like, I'm so tired. I don't look okay. I am so tired that I might cry. I don't know. I'm just like overwhelmed with so many different things, but with gratitude that it's crazy what you guys do. It's just crazy. And so the fact that you guys send me these kinds of markers, because if you don't know, these kind of markers ain't cheap, and I'm just truly grateful. I really am. Oh, also, I did pay attention. I did pay attention. I did pay I did pay attention to the post that I made on the community tab, and you guys remember I showed you I got the little book, the book, right? And I asked what kind of creatures should not go together, and I took them, and I'm going to make another post and show you at Megacon. I did draw in that book, and I'm going to read you some of the ones that we had. Rizkit said, platypus and a dragon. The rookie critic, of course, he always goes all out, said octopus and an eagle, a horse and a crab, an anteater and a pelican. Real Steven TV suggested a bull and you guys love octopi. A bull and an octopus, a fox and a scorpion, which would be so cool. Elephant and a mouse, and a squirrel and a turtle, monkey and a pig, hog and a snail. Snake and a horse was freaky, and a camel and a lion, a monkey and a beetle by Freddie Yankoba. Like, you guys don't understand. It's gonna be some wild stuff going in that little book there. And should I spoil it? Oh well. I did do the first one was the platypus and the dragon. He's so cute. And so I'm going to be posting that today for you guys to check that out. Thank you for your suggestions because they're going to get made. And oh, look at what is happening over here. Staccato DDS over here decides that he is part of the top 20 people. It's just, I am the one to be your favorite. Because I still don't have a 20. I need to change the rock festival into the 20. I think that would be better. We'll play the rock festival in his honor, even though it's not, which that sounds terrible. Please don't take that the wrong way. I need to change the number because I want to use this more often. Thank you for the joy you show. I mean, like 50, not just 50, but 20 rocks. Man, you guys were great. Thank you, Staccato DDS. I'll use that to buy cough drops. I should know better. I should have brought cough drops with me. That's what I did. You got yours yesterday? Wonderful. Wonderful. That'd be great. Oh my gosh. Hey, John Thomas, Miss Martin Muses. Yep, top 20. A Palata Dragon. I love that name. That's fantastic. Look, Swift -1 throwing all kinds of stuff. The Oh No's and the Creek Trolls. Top 20. That's right. It's smooth. It's smooth. DJ. Turtle and a banana flies. What? Imagine banana flies with a span life of turtle. Warlock, why are you putting nightmares out there? Why? This is true. Thank you, Fantastic. I knew I was forgetting someone important. I got to meet Fantastic Sarcastic, the Alt F4 dude. Smooth. I was at a club last night. By the way, let me get started with this. So I wanted to, I'll answer your questions here in a second. I want to see what kind of paper we're dealing with. And so I do have this little Ohuhu divider that I don't want it to bleed. I have a feeling that because typical coloring books, they will get bled through. And so I just want to see what the fallout situation will be here when it comes to coloring. This, of course, is made for children, but we adults can enjoy it as well. That's why I included a lot of mandala in here. I know Sevi's really excited about painting, coloring in this as well, and she said she loved mandala. All the mandala is hand done, and I'm excited to see what we can do with this. Probably the easiest thing to do is to start with her shirt. And so Copic markers are really, really saturated. So I wonder, I don't have any Crayola markers. So if the So if the Crayola markers probably won't be as heavy and saturated if other people were to use this. Obviously, coloring pencils might be a better choice, but I want to give it a try with my Copics and see what happens. And then I've also got my little swatch page, which, by the way, compliments of Smooth the DJ. When I use my Copic markers, it's really nice to kind of use it on this watercolor paper that he bought for me. Smooth was asking me a while ago if I ever used it. And yeah, I don't use it just for swatching, but I will tell you what, it's really nice to swatch on this paper. So I appreciate it, Smooth. Smooth, to answer your question, as we swatch, the freaking place was so loud last night. So I was in the back, and I am honored. I am not complaining. I'm honored that I got to help out. I was selling Geeks and Gamers merch, and it was in the Red Coconut on City Walk. And it was so, I got to meet so many amazing people. I got to experience things that I probably would never ever get to experience again in my life. And it might sound like a complaint when I say I'm not meant to be at the club. It's not my scene. By the way, hello Mama229. I see you over there in the chat. Welcome in. I'm not complaining. I'm complaining in the general sense. Oh dear Lord. Not GO5. Oh, GO5 is no more. Oh, that's probably the one I was going to use. I complain in a general sense. I joke around and tell people I'm an old woman. You know, it's it's too loud, it's too hot, there's too many people. I'm just introverted. So I'm grateful for the opportunity that I had to meet people, to sell merch. We were selling necklaces and hats and shirts left and right. It was wild, but it was so loud that I had to yell at people. What do you want? Hey, how are you? And then it was really cool because then we had a whole bunch of people that came in and had no idea, because it was open to the public. They had no idea what was going on. And so then I would have to try to explain to them as loudly as I possibly could for 4 hours. So Geeks and Gamers is and that's how I sounded at the end of the night. They're a community of YouTubers discussing pop culture, and they create comic books and content. It's so funny. So that's where my voice went, Smooth. Mountain Mutt. Loved the stream last night, Tabs. I'm glad it was a success for y'all. I hope I didn't make too much of a fool of myself. I'm really awkward, and Sevi's wonderful because she helps people come. I love Sevi. I may have developed a girl crush for Sevi over the weekend. I got no voice either, and I want to. So you share in the empathy is what you're saying, Smooth, is what I'm understanding. All right, let's just color. Let's see how this works. Mandela is great because you don't have to think too much. So not unless you really want to. So right away with Copics. Now again, Copics are heavily saturated, professional grade alcohol ink markers. So I can see there's a little bit of bleed through here. So for anybody who gets the coloring book, this is typical. This is not an abnormal problem for normal coloring books. So don't get your panties in a wad. So maybe try with Crayola or stick with crayons. But this is nice. It's smooth, right? When I apply the marker on the paper, very smooth. Oh, I mean, it is gliding. It's like I'm coloring over glass. It's nice. Thank you, Ripa Send. Ooh. I like. Yeah. Make her a nice. She's gonna look like she's part of Mardi Gras. I love Copic markers, but the smell can be really. Maybe I use them so much I don't even notice anymore. Hey, it's Emily Kruger. The paper's nice, yeah. Smash the like button. It's Logical Spark. Hello. As an individual that spent the last day working on the service industry clubs, they're very. I was happy to see so many people having a wonderful time. It's so nice. People can just relax and be free and just have a good time. But it's just not my scene. I'm not that person. I'm just not that person. I don't think I will ever be that person who likes, I'm not like Mando, loud noises. But no, it was really great. So it was just a really long day because like working at the convention first, then hightailing it over to the Red Coconut. It was amazing though, because of the fact that again, the place was filled to capacity. Let's see. I wonder if I could do a blend. All right, this goes into here. Well, we're just going to cut that off. I don't even remember what I did anymore. It was amazing that the fact so many people showed up, the 199 crowd and everybody else, just amazing to see everybody show up in droves and the encouragement. And, what was also cool was when you go to the panel at the convention and you saw other independent, aspiring independent artists and creators, coming saying, hey, how can I best use my talents? How can I get to where you are? And that's what I love about like Geeks and Gamers and the Rip of People, Critical Dream. Like Nerdrotics wasn't there, but the spirit of Nerdrotics was there, where it's like, how can I get to the level that you guys are at? And they are willing to share that information. They are not harboring it and just like, no, sorry, you could never be us. Try harder, go somewhere else. That this is not what we're doing. No, they want to see you succeed. They want to see, it's not just about them. They want to see you progress and build something great for yourself and for other people. It's truly, truly amazing. All right, now we're trying to blend here. It's not doing a bad job. Again, I don't think this isn't like professional grade art, specifically artist paper. There's a big difference. But I will say that the transition is pretty smooth. I like that. So when you get your coloring book, be sure to look for that. If you're using markers, this is nice. Next time merch should be sold at the door outside. Well, no, we were in a good spot. Steph, Sevi, and I were selling the stuff, and we were in a really good spot. It was a really good flow. And I think it was really great because even though we were in a corner in the back, we had like lights, these really beautiful, colorful lights shining on us. And so it kind of like just put this spotlight on us from what I could tell. We were also a little bit elevated. So it was a good spot. Oh yeah, okay. I see this blend going on here. All right, Ripaverse or Ripasend. All right. Okay, you speak in my language here. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's what's nice too. This paper, it's not like that really rough grain paper that is common in most coloring books, which would shred my Copic markers. This is very smooth paper. And so you'll notice that as this kind of evaporates and dries, like this is a very nice blend. I like that. That works for me. Now, again, you will see it's got the bleed through because it is not specifically artist paper. But when I do see here, unless I was using black, what's really cool is that this maze on the other side, you can still see and you can still work through. So of course, maybe do the maze first, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge. By the way, this maze was hand drawn by yours truly. So any idea what color Jay is going to do next? Maybe. Erudai looked very wasted, especially the puppet. Hey, I was on his case. I'm trying to make sure he was good. I was trying to make sure everybody was good. It was funny. I can't tell you what she said, but Sevi has a heavy accent and she said something and I totally misunderstood what she said. And she was like, don't tell anybody. Okay. I was like, well, you didn't actually say it, but okay, I won't. No, it was so funny. So funny. It was a good time. Copics can't be exposed to dry for yeah. Yeah, there you go, Freddie Yanko. But we talked about your suggestion over there on the post. Is that the type of markers comic artists use? I don't have that much knowledge about that. I haven't really heard. I mean, I think it depends. Some do, and then there's India inks. I think that was more traditional, and a lot of people still use that India inks. But I think a lot of people use these for concept art. I don't have that much information. I should next time we have the art party and Eric the artist is on, or maybe Igor from our last one, maybe I'll ask them. Even though I know they're digital artists, they would have more information on that than I would. Good morning to you. Tabitha also has a refueled passion for disliking me after reading. You say that. You say that, but those are lies. Those are lies. You had major FOMO. I understand that, Smooth. Yeah. Next time, Smooth. It'll be fun. I missed a lot of people. I was texting, what's her face? Nomi. I was texting Nomi. Unfortunately, Nomi wasn't able to come either. And I was texting her. I'm like, I miss you, but I've got Sevi. It's okay. I'll be all right. You know, this wallflower's gonna make it. It'll be okay. Even though you're not here, I'll be all right. But, you know, she had other priorities that she needed to take care of. But, you know, I did let her know she was missed. And then I deeply apologized because in the midst of all the craziness, I forgot it was her birthday. However, I have a gift for her, so it's okay. Like, it's okay. You know, gifts make everything better. It's okay. There you go. Cerber says 199. History says traditional physical comic colorists used to use Doc Martens color ink dyes and Copics too. I mean, these are professional level markers, to be sure. Yeah, definitely. We had a saying behind the bars, were you stressed? Good, that means you're making money. Don't know. Oh, behind the bars. I was thinking prison. I'm sorry, Jonathan. Yeah, that's true. If you're working and you're stressed, like if you're stressed out, that typically means that you're active and you're worrying about the process thereof. So it's kind of a good thing. Even though I was extremely tired, it was a good tired. My feet hurt and everything, but it was good. You know, I'd rather be busy than standing around somewhere not knowing what to do with myself. Because I was like, I could just do that at home. I could just stand around doing nothing at home. You know what I'm saying? You know, and my apologies to the introvert world around us. I was going to make a video for Megacon, like for introverts, for people who would love to go but have a hard time, because I've been there. I know what it feels like. I'm in the same group as you, but I didn't get around. I procrastinated because I was doing other videos, and now look at this. Do you notice that as this dried, you can't see the maze anymore? So that's really good. Like once the ink dries, the picture it's itself, which is super cool. And I actually love this stuff that's happening on the other side. I think that's super fun. But yeah, I was gonna make a video. I'll still do it. You know, what can you do to survive conventions or meetups as an introvert? Because a lot of us suffer from FOMO, but it's hard for us to get out there. So, I'll still make that video at some point. Because I understand, like Chris Anth and I, we were on the same page. Like we were vibing, and we were both saying how it's good to get out of your comfort zone, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you, and it takes a lot to get to that point. At the end of the day, you're glad that you do, but it still takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? Tim F. giving us some love and flowers. I appreciate that. Hello there. Good day. If I meet Sevi next year, I probably have to pay very close attention to what she's saying. For sure. I always say she has the most unique accent I've ever heard in my life. I love it. I love it. Prismacolor is more high-end markers, and I get used to them when I was in college in the kits they sold us. Yeah, I love Prismacolor pencils. I don't have much experience. I have a couple, but I don't really have much experience with Prismacolor markers. I have a lot of Copics, and then I graciously, like Tara Crystal got me, I believe it was, got me the Ohuhu skin color, set, which we plan to use today. And so the only thing about the Ohuhus that I don't like, which is the complaint of like pretty much every artist out there with the markers, is that Ohuhu, the nibs for these ones are just top tier. Copic, I think, to me, from my experience, and a lot of other people agree, Copics are just the leader when it comes to the nib at the top. Because it has the ability to be soft and durable and hard, fine tipped and bold whenever you need it. It's like having 4 markers tips in one tip. So it saves you time, energy, and everything. Roland, I have Sevi. I'll be all right. Hey, she was a lifesaver, okay? Sevi's one of the most wonderful people I've ever met from the internet. I'm just going to brag about Sevi. Today's Brag on Sevi Day. Sorry. She's just so sweet, so smart. She's so smart. Oh, I hate her. No. Let's see. I got to meet, chit chat with the Saska sisters. They're going to be on the channel soon. We're going to teach them how to paint. By the way, next weekend, or this coming weekend, we're going to be having that Tug Life on, teaching her how to paint. It's going to be fun. There's Maria, just popping in quickly. Thank you. Meeting the fellowship was definitely worth the trip. Tabs and click. See, fantastic. See, now you're making it all about how I hate you, and then now you're making it and turning it around how you don't like me. Make up your mind. Stop being a girl. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, Saskas, love them. They're so sweet. They're so encouraging. They're just amazing, sweet, hardworking ladies that will absolutely give you the time of day. And super grateful for that. Plus, they told me I was hot, so that automatically means that I like them. Oh my word. Girl power. Okay. I think I might just continue sticking with these greens, and well, I think there's a fluorescent. I also have these Ohuhu markers. I'm gonna take a bite of a cookie, don't judge me. Yep. Just shout out again to Tara Crystal for getting these for me. You guys don't understand how complicated it is to get the skin colors right and how many colors you need for skin tone. And he was gracious enough to get this for me because you guys know I do a lot of chibis. And, I try to make them look more like people. They're not all blue like Grand Ambrel Thrawn or anything. So you see, you see all the variety that we have. And so greatly appreciated. So yeah, Maria Ohuhu has them. I think Copic Marker has sets too. It just depends on your preference. Smoothie DJ, wonder why I fell in love with Chrysanthemum because of her shyness, I might say. Chrysanthemum's a mate. She's so great. Hey, Corkart. My kids will be thrilled to use the coloring book. Nice work. Yes. I don't know. I haven't kept up. I don't know if they're still selling them or not, but they're super fun. I'll just give you a quick glance at everything that's in there. Whoop, ta-da! There it is. Spoilers. Copics feel like butter. Yeah. Sebi's great. Strix, hello? Yes, the Saskas can draw. Can they? I didn't know that. Jen was definitely like, yeah, well, Silva was just like stick figures like everybody else says. And then Jen was just like, we're hopeless. It'll be interesting to see what you can do with us. And I'm like, I'm a pretty good teacher. Pretty good teacher. Wiley Dave, hello. Good morning. Today is the infamous mac and cheese day that Sevi's going to be cooking. Is she going to use that special ingredient that we all thought she said on Drunk 3PO's? Tugs is awesome, but the Saskas are fire. Hey, you know, everybody's got something that they bring to the table. Everybody. She's a Slytherin lawyer. I like how you put that, Tara Crystal. Does she have a channel? She does. Let me find... She just recently... She released a video today on her channel. Where's she at? Oh, there she is cooking! Oh, she's cooking! All right, best of luck, Sevi. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Let me see if I can find, if you want to... So for those that don't know, not only is she super friendly, sweet, and a bombshell, but Sevi is also a lawyer. So, yeah, there's her link. Paste. Do they have hamburgers in there? I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't show up in your feed? What, the Legally Sevi or Moonskull? Because that's where she's over there cooking right now, is Moonskull. I don't know. She's like, you guys will love it. I'm like, I don't know. The cooking thing. It's over on Moonskull. Hang on, let me find that. I'd be happy to share. You guys can go check her. I won't be mad about that. Oh, Sarah Crystal's on it. Thank you. Our coloring book already arrived. Hopefully others still can get... Oh, wonderful. Yeah, Sevi's great. Okay. I think we're just gonna do these little baubles. Maybe I should have left them white so to have some contrast, but we want to have a nice print here. Thank you for everybody hanging out with me on this morning's stream. Appreciate it. I didn't know how this would go. I was like, nobody else seems to be streaming, and it's like, probably because we're all dead tired from the con. Okay. All right. I know that it's all about green, but a part of me wants to throw some purple into her shirt because reasons. I got new markers that are purple because I don't have any purple Copics, so I thought, hey, and I just think that would be fun. So we're going to use BV20 Dole. Actually, we got to swatch first. Oh. 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 Okay, here are our colors. You know, Smoo, how many people have been telling me lately that they have no idea when I'm going live, that they don't get notifications? I don't know what YouTube is up to again these days, but, you know, we don't appreciate it as creatives, so... I need to get more purple markers because none of these are actually like go into each other, so I have to work extra hard at blending. They're too broad on the spectrum. I have to get some new markers. I only have like 4 purple markers. And I know that sounds like it would be enough, but it's not. The biggest surprise is Cavalryman G. The biggest surprise was that Madame Savvy was able to make it. She was overwhelmed by how much love the fellowship gave her. Yeah. I got to meet her too and hang out for a little bit. She wants to come onto the art party. So guys, be looking for Savvy to come onto the art party. Not Sevy, although Sevi's been on the art party and she said she really enjoys it. But Madam Savvy is going to be on the art party too, hopefully this month, but I'll talk to her. Our people will get together. Oh, I like this purple. I get, let's see, I get notifications on YouTube and kick back to back. Okay. YouTube is messing up things too much. They recently changed the streaming encoder because of that. Some of the graphics cards were not. What are you talking about? What are they talking about? Like, what are they doing? I feel like they need to hire Smoo. Smoo seems to always know what he's doing and what he's talking about. Smoo's like the best and brightest of all of us when it comes to technology. And we the females, I really appreciate it. Can't speak on the male population, but shout out to Shmoo. Enjoy. Thank you for being here, Freddie. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I kind of like this really pretty floral thing going on here. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Here we go. It's going well. And then we'll check out and see what the maze looks like on the other side with these really interesting patterns that we're creating over here. Again, this paper is allowing for some nice blends. I'm not taking as much time with my blend because I've got a lot to go over and I don't have much time. I got places to be, problems to solve, tea to drink, a vocal cords to rest. But I like it. This is I'll be honest with you. I'm a little surprised how well this paper's working for these types of markers. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. Shout out to Ripa and his people for the quality that they bring to their coloring books. Because again, a lot of coloring books, if they're not specifically artist quality paper and stuff like that, you know, as far as I know, this is the first coloring book that they've produced. So this is already better than I expected it to be. You're not. Stop that. Here, let's have a look and see what our beautiful colors are. I love this. I love the patterns that are bleeding through. That is so fun. That is so fun. That is so fun. So just to, again, I have a divider in between that comes with my Ohuhu paper. You can use anything. This is just nice because it's like silicone or something like that, so it helps glide. But I do highly recommend putting something in between the papers because, again, they're not necessarily artist grade. So because they bleed through, it could bleed to your other pages. But other than that, like this is working out so nicely. So nicely. Time for a cookie. Time for something completely ridiculous here. Kind of make this kind of look like a flower. Kind of like a reversed petal. Oh, that's pretty. It obviously won't be quite as nice of a blend because of the fact that these colors are like opposing, but that looks really cool. That's really cool. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, right? It looks like a flower petal. Sometimes you just gotta take the chance. Shoot the shot. See what happens. Never know. I had no idea what it was gonna look like. Also, I have a very humbling announcement that I'd like to make. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but as an honorary overthinker, I appreciate everybody's support and efforts and whatnot. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You know, I have that new art channel that I asked everybody to subscribe to. I was going to upload all of my pre-recorded videos there. I've thought about it. I have searched my soul about it, and I know it's not really that big of a deal, but it's still humbling. Thank you for subscribing to that channel. That channel might turn into something else in the future. I'm just gonna come back to Dreaming Tabitha, to this channel. I'm tired of going back and forth. I'm just gonna put all of my pre-recorded videos as well as my live streams back here. We're just gonna bring it back in here. I feel like YouTube is going through another change, and so we're just gonna bring it back. And so some of the projects that you guys haven't seen are gonna be put a little bit off. Not off as far as off into the future. Not that they're not going to happen, but I'm going to just take all those old videos and put them back and put them on this channel. If you want to rewatch them, that would do my heart great, just because of, you know, the views and the likes. If you don't want to, I totally understand, but I'm just going to bring that back here. I appreciate you guys just like giving me a chance and supporting me and everything like that. But I think maybe I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to keep up with two channels that are essentially the same thing. And so, forgive me for all the confusion and whatnot. It's just, you know, you listen, you try, you do. But I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, I think this will be better for me. And I'm so grateful for everybody that gave me the advice. I do. After some soul searching and whatever like that, because you don't want to ever turn away bad advice or good advice. You know, you don't want it. It's not like it was bad advice. I'm like, I think this would be better for me and my schedule and what I am able to do. So again, it's a humble, you know, thank you for supporting. Thank you for trying. It's not like you're not going to be able to see it and that it was worth waste of time. It was just more of like trial and error. And I know it just got started, but I was like, I was listening. You know what happens when you listen to too much good advice? You kind of tend to lose what is good for you, because everything that I received was all good information. By the way, I also got my blue shirt. I just want to throw that out there. There's John, my happy accident right there, in a different style than what Dreaming Tabitha is accustomed to. But yeah, I'm going to bring all that stuff back. So thank you again for your support and everything. We're gonna bring it back. We're just gonna make it easy I want to make it easy for you guys. I want to make it easier for me. I don't want you guys are already subscribed to 1,047 channels, okay? And it's already hard enough to try to get everybody to watch stuff on this channel when YouTube decides to be a dingle hopper and not give out the notifications. So I'm gonna make it easier for you guys too. Make it easier for it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Smoo. You get it. You feel me, right? I'm not going to be that person, you know? I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so I'll be bringing those videos back over here. And I appreciate that. Kind of dig you, Tabitha. Thank you. I dig you too, Tim F. I want to say Tim Elf because I love elves, but it says F. Discord, sir. People have asked me that for like half of a year now, and I just don't really understand all of it. Smooth, we're gonna have a meeting. I don't really understand it. It gets confusing. I'm trying to simplify my life, Strix. Can you guys, for the people in the back or the front like me who are just not like, you know, well versed in things, why do you guys want me to have a Discord, and what are the benefits of having a Discord server? Like, I have Discord for phone calls and stuff. I don't know crap about the rest of it. So your information of to why you would want that and how I can benefit you from, like, I'm open to information. Yeah. Because it's all art related anyway, right? It's all art related anyway. So it's not like it would be two separate things, you know? My gaming channel for VODs has a solid view count. I'm lucky if I even break the 10 viewers when I live. There is, you know, it's rough out there. And there's a lot of good people with good content. And Morgan King Warlord, welcome and good morning. It's hard out there. Yeah. Obviously, if I was doing a different genre of stuff, then yeah, like if I decided to follow through with what I wanted to do years ago, I wanted to start a channel called Your Savvy. Okay, like your as in YORE. A channel dedicated to explaining why we do the things we do and why we use the turn of phrase that we typically use. Like, for example, I'll give you one. This is for English speaking and or American speaking folks, is down to brass tacks. This is a common saying. Why in the world do we say that? You know, where did our slang come from? I've been wanting to do a channel like that for like 7 years. I've just never dedicated the time to doing it because that stuff fascinates me. I love it. I love it. But I would not put that content on this channel. It's not art related. It's not, you know, it's historical, it's colloquialisms, you know, it's, you know. So you know, but yeah, so if I bring all those videos over here, it's all art related for any, you know. They're not a must. Okay, but I don't even know what the benefit, like I really don't. It just seems like a place for folks to hang out and talk. Is that what I'm understanding? So cool, Tabitha, you were near Beardo and X-Wing. Bear Beardo at the con. What was that like? X-Wing, Beardo and I, we're friends. Like we're friends. Beardo is nice. X-Wing is great. He has come to accept the fact that me saying his skin was like buttery smooth leather is a compliment and high praise. He was actually sitting behind me at the panel, and I turned around and I was staring at like his legs because he was wearing shorts and short sleeve. And I just told him, I said, how is your skin so smooth? Now he has hair, but like the texture of his skin is so smooth. I told him, I said, you look like you have been airbrushed. It's so smooth. It's like flawless. But that's it. Makani Draws, what is up, friend and fellow artist? Says Morning Taptha with the $10 gifted. Oh, I don't even have a top 10 video. I've got, well, we'll just play this one twice.
Today is Friday. Today is Friday.
Again.
Today is Friday. Today is Friday.
And I guess we're just gonna have to do it again.
Today is Friday. Today is Friday. I am the one to be your favorite.
Your channel is on speed dial, says Staccato DD. What are you guys doing? Thank you. Oh, that's hilarious. A lot of YouTubers don't pay attention to call me Tim L. Yeah, you just kind of translate that first F like an L, like the brain sees what it wants to. Thank you guys for your generosity for this lovely Sunday after the con. What do we think of our shirt? I think it's nice. I think I found a nice way for like, it's almost like this is the flower, right? These are the buds. I gotta finish that. And then this is like the green part underneath. Super fun, super beautiful. Basically a server is where you can have a community, have a constant 24/7 spot where you can tune in and chat with people. I really like YouTuber servers. Okay, did you guys not hear me when I said that like I'm peopled out and that there was so much noise and overstimulated and that I don't go to the clubs for a reason? Sounds like a Discord server would be the online version of the Red Coconut. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's Brett. What is up? Yes, Beardo and X-Wing are they are. Beardo's nice. He helps out with stuff. And X-Wing is funny. Butter smooth X-Wing. Yeah, when you're in his chat, tell him he is buttery smooth leather skin. Top 5, top 5. Today is not Friday. Hey, but you know what? There are people in the chat that make it feel like Friday. I left Megacon. No one ever really leaves Megacon. I did because I'm not there today. As far as I know, I think like Rippaverse is still there. Like the Saska sisters are there today, but Geeks and Gamers is not. What are the possibilities of dreaming Tabitha in Japan? Because you could load up on quality paper and other drawing supplies along with it. It's not likely. I will say that as beautiful as Asia is, I've never had a strong desire to go to any of those countries except for Thailand, India. But that's because of the architecture, not because of the supplies. I've never had a strong desire to go to Japan or China. I wouldn't say no if someone wanted to pay for my ticket, but I get nervous at the idea of going to a country, even though pretty much they all speak English, but going to a country where there is no correlation between my language and theirs. Because even if you go to Spain, if you go to France, a lot of it is tied to Latin, and English is strongly tied to those European countries, like words like rendezvous and such, and kindergarten. You know, we have our roots of our American language are tied to Europe, and so I would find that, I mean, that would make me nervous going to Spain and not being able to speak Spanish. But you can kind of read the words on the sign, like telephone and all that stuff. It all looks kind of the same. Whereas you go to China and all of their beautiful squiggles, I can't read it. Who looks like a young Miss Frizzle? I'll tell you who was amazing. Probably the coolest cosplay I saw was Dr. Rachel. She was Miss Frizzle. She looked amazing. Yep, Super Bowls today. Who are we rooting for? Who are we rooting for? Your aunt is from Thailand. That's so cool. Having Discord would let us post our art to get help with them and just sharing. Okay, I've heard of that. Okay. I mean, if that's something that you would like, where you want to share artwork and stuff like that, let me know. And I'll pray about it. I will think about it. I'll pray about it and see. Because, you know, the thing about life is that it's very stressful. And you guys are amazing, and I want to be here for you. But I have to see, it's like, is this beneficial for Tabitha with everything that she's got going on? Hang on a second. What? Someone just texted me something, and I'm like, I didn't do that. Commercials. Yeah, I'll have to make commercials for myself. You're rooting for the commercials is what you're saying. Yeah, commercials are they're not quite as good. I think I'm rooting for the Eagles. Weird. Anyone but the Chiefs? Yeah. I know. Capable Gentleman. Lee and I were, chit-chatting. Of course, he was sporting his Eagles jersey. Reading for the commercials. Lifelong Chiefs fan. Okay. Kendrick Lamar is doing the halftime performance, and I do not know any of his songs. I heard his name. I don't know what he looks like, and I have no idea what his songs are. Exactly. It's not my team, so I think it'll be fun. I'll get together with some folks and just have some fun, but I don't know squat about like the Chiefs. My Cowboys weren't there. I was talking to Brandon from the Rippaverse, and I was like, Brandon, next year, it's our year. He's like, nah, it ain't never gonna happen. I'm like, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't give up on the team. You're gonna feel like a fool, when the Cowboys make their most incredible comeback in 30 years. She said, so hopeful, because that's who I am as a person. Yeah. Yeah, I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan, but to be TBH, I don't care that much about American football anymore. It's just become so dramatized and stupid. Like, again, I say this all the time. Once you watch rugby, why the freak would you watch the NFL? Like, why? Exactly. Look, don't laugh at me. It's going to happen, okay? It's going to happen, okay? It's going to happen. I don't care what anybody says. I know where my loyalties lie. At the same time, I don't really care. I am a passive loyalist to the Cowboys. I'm a commitment freak, so that's why I haven't changed over to any other team. And also, it's like, what's the point? They all suck. I have no interest in sports that are so focused on money and advertisements that it's not even about the sport anymore. The other thing is that it's so predictable. Like, I've watched football with some folks the last couple of years, and like they'll just quit on the game, and they already know the formula of the game. They already know that, you only have 2 minutes left on the clock. So and so has the ball. They would need a miracle of 2 touchdowns to get up, and with the time that they have, with the breaks that they have, it's impossible. So there's always this mathematical conclusion to the game. And it's like, what's the fun with that? You know what's so great about soccer? Is the fact that I have seen miracles happen in the last 45 seconds of the game that change the outcome completely. You don't get that opportunity in American football because everything is so freaking time-based and this kills me. Whenever the game is almost done, it's not done yet. They still got a minute on the clock or whatever the case is, and they start celebrating. They do that whole hike, kneel down, touchy crap, and the game's over when they still have 45 seconds on the clock. And everybody's like, I'm out, I'm done. It's like, but the game's not over. Okay, the game is not over. They declare the game over because there's no way in Hades that they could do anything with it. Isn't that one of the points of sports, is to prove otherwise, because you are the elite group of people on the planet playing this particular sport? Could you imagine if the 100-meter dash or whatever running thing was, so many people, if they just declared a winner because of the gap, and there was no way in Hades that the lady from Jamaica was going to keep up and win, and they just declared it over and done with, and yet we all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jamaica's like, not on my watch, and they win? Could you imagine if we just clocked and be like, well, she's already, the other lady, the United Kingdom's already so far ahead. We're just, before she even crosses the finish line, we're just going to declare her the winner because there's no way the other people. Where are the freaking stories for football, like there are for the Olympics and other sports, where give the teams a chance to prove their worth? The whole excitement comes when people do the impossible. You stop the freaking game because mathematically it's not possible for them to win or do anything spectacular. You are robbing professional athletes of a chance to prove their quality, that they're worth throwing millions of dollars at, that they're worth wearing their merchandise for and supporting them. You are robbing them of an opportunity simply because the math ain't mathin'. That's not how miracles work. It's not a miracle if it makes sense. I'm so upset. I don't know why. What's color? Psychotic monkeys. I'm so sorry. just finished a drawing. I need to do that too. I've been talking for an hour. Crashing out to 10 viewers is wild. Tampa Tan, I have more than 10 viewers. Collectively, I have 50 viewers between Kick and YouTube. So I don't know what that means. What is the Super Bowl? Is that a really big bowl of chips or popcorn? Do you like me? Do I like you? I don't even know you. I love you with the love of the Lord is all I can declare. Anyway, that's my rant about why rugby is better than American football. I didn't realize how passionate I was about my opinion until I started ranting. Let's talk Super Bowl that no one really cares about anymore. I don't know. I think, my name is Dreaming Tabitha. I love believing in the possibilities of life. And so it bothers me on behalf of these professionals and the fans that you cut the game short because nothing could ever be done in 45 seconds. That's not true. That is so not true. There could be a fumble. There could be an interception that changes the game in 45 seconds. These athletes are trained to run fast. That's their job. But anyway, I don't need to get back on that. I don't need to get back on it. Front page again? No, surely not. Surely not. You lie. That's my TED Talk, though. That's my TED Talk. Maybe I should tweet that out. NFL cheats top-tier athletes of potential greatness. So, the NFL is cheating its players. Just cheating its players. Hello, Alyssa Stenberg. Welcome in. Rugby is fun. But anyway, so I should have lined this up better. Now it kind of looks stupid. Let's see if we can. I was distracted by my TED Talk. Let's check in on the other side. Let's see how this looks. Ooh. I like. I'm on the front page. Well, hello to the world. Thank you, Kick, for being so good to me. I want to get some Kick merch. I wish that they offered more on their shop, but I would like to get some Kick merch. All right, so gang, we need to fill in Fortuna's shirt. We're gonna have to go in through here. Hey, Mrs. R2, you missed my angry, aggressive hate speech on the NFL. Art and music as number one? Why music? But that's awesome. Thank you, Real Steven TV, for letting me know. You too, Tara Crystal. It's crazy. Okay, so I don't think we should add too many other colors. I say as I contemplate incorporating blue down here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll use a different green because I know that doesn't look like a different green, but it is. It's slightly darker. You'll have to watch it back. Yeah, it was actually, not to toot my own horn, it was actually a pretty good rant that I literally, as I was saying it out loud, it was almost like I was having a conversation with myself out loud where I was just exploring my thoughts. And as they were like self-connecting to where I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to keep running with this. Unlike the NFL players who get torn their chance. They get torn their chance. I don't think that's proper English, but I'm okay with it. All right, this is really, if I make this super dark, it needs to bleed into something bright. So what if I did, I think I'll do the bright yellow. Let's try this anise, the YG21. Here we go. Yeah, I can see it now. You guys are right. The numbers on Kick are going up. Welcome in, guys. We are testing out a coloring book that I got to design and I got to create for the Ripasend people. Well, for Drunk 3PO, for his, or J. David, for his Acrobatic Chronicles Green campaign. I'm giving my review. So far, me like. Thank you for the follows, Summer 1979. We are on the road to 400 followers. We are at 325, I think. So. I'll sponsor you if you want to do a stream during the Super Bowl. That would be, could you imagine if somebody like me suddenly shows up on a Super Bowl commercial? Dear God. You know, it would be hilarious if it was like this. I would love to see Jeremy, like D-Day Cobra, on a... a Super Bowl commercial, or Ryan. That'd be funny. Got to hang out with Ryan too. He's good. He's good people. All right, let's see. Got to hang out with all the people. All the people. Yeah, I like how it's lighter here. I think that helps balance this. Kind of like goes around like this kind of thing. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. The views over there. Kick has been very good to me. You know what's crazy? I thought about this the other day, chat, is that I never finished Pumpkin Jack. I just let Kick surprise me with their gifted subs and putting on the front page and killing my character in the process because they distracted me. And then I never finished the game. I was like this close to finishing Pumpkin Jack. We're going to have to rectify that. Maybe this week. We'll just go back and relive the days of Pumpkin Jack. I loved the dialogue in that game. It's so funny. And I love the art style. I've been trying to emulate that in a lot of my artwork itself. That cell shading. I really love it. I'm not quite as proficient at it as I would like to be, which nobody ever is when they're learning something new. But, ooh, this looks fancy. Like, I think I would wear this shirt. I like it. I know. Don't remind me, Real Steven. I know. Star Trucker needs to make its debut. It needs to come back. I know. Yeah. I needs to come back. Star Trucker, Dreaming Alt 4 needs to make her appearance. And I think I named my truck the same that I named my ship in Sea of Thieves. I think I named it Murgle Skiffer, which if that's the case, my truck's going to need a different name. Hey, Wiley Dave, I see you over there. It's going to need a different name. So, all right. Guys, we're going to continue. I love this. So, I'm going to have to call the quits because I got stuff to do and people to see. Problems to solve. Tea to drink. I appreciate all of you as always. Follow me if you're new here, if you like artwork. You're going to be finding a lot of fun videos coming your way here on the channel. Only here on YouTube. For those people who are on Kick, I sometimes do art on this channel, and primarily it's gaming, which if you love people yelling at each other, you're in the right place. But if you follow me over on the YouTube, you get a nice healthy dose of art, and it's really, really good. So my final thoughts with this with the coloring book, all right, here we go. Final thoughts with the coloring book that recently got released. Fortuna, for those who are new, the Fortuna's Coloring Adventure book, released by Ripasend over there by the Rippaverse, is that while this is not top artist tier paper, it is actually phenomenal paper for markers, like professional markers, like that are heavily saturated, like Copics. The drying is phenomenal. You don't see the print from the other side coming through on this side. We obviously will see the colors on this side. You can see it bled through a little bit. So that's why I recommend having a divider in between if you don't want it to leak onto your other pages. But it dries nice. One thing that is also it blends really well. I like that. One thing that's super important about the quality of this paper, unlike traditional coloring paper and stuff like that, it's so smooth. It's like coloring on glass, a nice smooth surface. But I've noticed I have heavily saturated some of the areas of this page. And when I go over it, there is minimal or next to no bubbling. You know what happens a lot of times when you get paper wet and like it dries and it kind of crumples together? There's none of that. Excuse me, there's minimal of that. Maybe in the darkest areas, there's a tiny bit of the bubbling, but hardly anything. Like it doesn't distort the picture. You'd hardly even notice it. So that is actually super great too. I don't know if you can see, like, there's no weird bubbling. There's no crumpling and everything like that. So that is amazing. So I'm really happy with the pages of this coloring book. Yeah, the bubbling makes it really bad. So this is quality paper, even though it's not like specifically art paper. I'm happy with how this came out. So for those, again, over on the Kick, if you're new here, this is my first coloring book that I helped design and create for the Achromatic Chronicles Green series, provided to us by Ripasend. That was created by J. David, aka Drunk 3PO. The authors are Aaron D. Anthony Brown and Eric Hodson. You guys know Eric. But I'm showing you. So yeah, there's like all kinds of little fun things that are going to be in here. And okay, yeah, keep it clean over there, and keep it clean. But yeah, if you go to Ripaverse or ripasend.com, you should be able to find it, or just type in Achromatic Chronicles Green. And you should be able to find one if you're interested. I am wearing my Achromatic Chronicles blue shirt. Super comfortable, lightweight, good quality print as well. Tabitha, I love your new hairstyle, babe. Mystery Mo Black, what? You come back? You came back? That blue shirt really suits you. I love how your coloring style looks like icing on a cake. It's pretty cool. I think I would wear this shirt. Thank you, Mystery Mo Black. I see you. I want to make a book one day too. Me too. But we are working on it. Guys, be sure to be checking the community post section. I'm going to show you the little mini book artwork that I did at Megacon. And are you talking about Eric the artist? He is. He's a really great dude. Mystery Mo Black. Nope, sorry, that's not what that means. It just means that you're one of God's favorites. That's all, because we all kind of are. But until the next time, guys, I am so glad.
I am a complete and total pop culture noob. I know nothing.
That's right. I know nothing. So if you guys want to know more about things, you're just going to have to know more about things. You're going to have to follow and subscribe, and it's going to be what it is. Catch you later, everybody.
I will lead us in prayer, guys. Feel free to join us as we bow our heads and lead us into this.
Do you pray with your hands up? Do you put them out? Do you put them together? Is there a particular method?
I usually put my hands out like as a give. We'll go ahead and pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you have given us, that we are able to wake up and rejoice that we are alive and well, and be able to enjoy the little things, which is playing video games with your friends from afar. I don't know why I'm thanking you, Lord, that we're about to play this game. Let this game be a metaphor of how we can get closer to you and be better of who you are. Be better versions of us with your light. Yes, your word is a light unto our feet and a light into my path. And Lord, that I am now still feeling the effects of what hell may be like, because my sauna of a bedroom is a good example, because my AC is still broken, and I pray that you come through and you redeem me and deliver me from the hell of my bedroom.
Oh, that's gonna be us, little barbecue nomies and Tabithas. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna hold
Okay, this is not gonna be good. You have if somebody is afraid of heights,
got
even in the
some
first place, you can't sweat and flip off the keyboard. We've only jumped on the first time. I need to jump. Oh my god! I'm scared.
How are you feeling? Are you okay? Trust the process. That's us screaming.
Yelling at me.
Thanks for, making our friendship stronger, man. I feel
Yes.
like we've reached a new